Ilhan Omar. Whatever it is, I don't like her. Is she a representative of America or Palestine?
When the entire chamber is chanting USA, Rashida Tlaib is a national disgrace. She clearly did it. Here's the video in SOT 19. Everyone's cheering USA, USA. Look at her, KKK. This is a sick person. This is a sick person. And by the way, speaking of which, Trump just truthed out the following message. He wrote, okay, hold on. When you watch low IQ Ilhan Omar and Rashida Tlaib as they screamed uncontrollably last night at the very elegant State of the Union, such an important and beautiful event, they had the bulging, bloodshot eyes of crazy people, lunatics, mental, who frankly look like they should be institutionalized. When people can behave like that and knowing that they are crooked and corrupt politicians so bad for our country, we should send them back where they came from as fast as possible. They can only damage the United States of America. They can do nothing to help it. They should actually get on a boat with Trump-deranged Robert De Niro, another sick person with, I believe, an extremely low IQ, who has absolutely no idea what he is doing or saying, some of which is seriously criminal. When I watched him break down in tears, I've got to show you that clip, last night, much like a child would do, I realized that he may be even sicker than crazy Rosie O'Donnell, who is right now in Ireland trying to figure out how to come back into our beautiful United States. The only difference between De Niro and Rosie is that she is probably somewhat smarter than him, which isn't saying much. The good news is that America is now bigger, better, richer, and stronger than ever before, and it's driving them absolutely crazy. President Donald J. Trump. He had Royce sitting with the First Lady and the First Lady.
Yes, there is a growing trend going on social media. I don't know if you've noticed it. Immediately after this State of the Union, a lot of people are leaving the Democrat Party. That is based on the videos I see on social media. People putting out, oh, I'm disappointed. If they can't stand up for this, a lot of complaints are coming out. If by now these people don't realize what they did, I don't know they will ever see it. At some point, I was like, I'm disappointed.
It looks like Democrats have had enough of their own party.
I guess I'm a conservative Republican now.
I truly believe that joining the conservative movement is one of the most liberating decisions you can ever make.
You see my face? I'm probably going to stutter through this post because I'm very agitated right now. You mean to tell me, the Democrats are the most unhappy, depressed, mentally people you will ever meet? You mean to tell me you guys can't even stand up for the victims of families who were killed? No respect, huh? And then Ilhan Omar. You guys, this is why I always say immigrants should not be allowed to run for office. You need to be a foundational American, period. She does not have our best interests. Ilhan, we can hate you. And if those of you guys don't like curse words, you better scroll on, because today I'm about to let it loose. I have a feeling. Ilhan, we despise you. You're the only mother there looking like sweaty and funky as hell. Y'all should have dragged that from the bottom, yank that mother off. That's how much I hate. You have the audacity. Who are you, the heckler of 2026? You're trying to heckle my president who's doing a phenomenal job? Talking about he kills Americans? You're fake propaganda in your eyes. What do Somalians do? You're jealous because we have a civilized country? You couthly. Now you got politicians over here grabbing her by her hands, feeling sorry. Why did you grab her by her hands and drag her?
The president got into this. He announced and this is where Ilhan Omar got super exercised and started screaming at him, "That's a lie!" and more. Pirates. J.D. Vance and Mike Johnson start laughing. They cut to Ilhan Omar, who's just looking distressed in the audience. But she was yelling, "That's a lie," when he said they've been plundering America. There's no more stunning example than Minnesota, where members of the Somali community have pillaged an estimated $19 billion with a B from the American taxpayer. Well, here again, the federal prosecutors say it is at least $9 billion up to $18 billion. They said they're still trying to determine just how much of that remaining $9 billion was part of this same. So he used these 14 Minnesota programs meant to help people, but abused them and didn't help anybody other than lining their.
If you see someone speaking like this, then you need to understand their frustration. For a very long time, the Democrat Party always believed that if you are not with them, especially to black people, you are insane. You are crazy. You don't know what you are doing. That is always their belief. But when you look at recent trend on social media, that narrative is crumbling because people are awake. They see the truth. This State of the Union actually exposed a Democrat to a level not seen before. What Trump did, it was a master class to a certain degree. If someone told me that this is exactly what Trump would do, I would say, no, it's a lie. I was like shocked. You know how to take somebody unaware just with some kind of questions and they just keep falling off, you know.
He had Royce sitting with the first lady in the first lady box, and she flawlessly, as she does everything, pinned the medal on. I was like, only Melania could, like, in the perfect suit with the perfect hair and the perfect close up on her 55-year-old skin. She looks stunning. I was like, few of us could withstand a close up that close that they kept doing on her face, but she's Melania Trump. She pinned it on perfectly. It went on just right. And it was such a sweet moment when he honored Royce Williams, who, no, he's not young and robust, but it's another backstory spanning the generations. Trump loves military heroes for all of his bone spur issues and all that. He loves and respects the military. I'm sorry, that enrages me to what Trump was doing. Look at this abomination.
I was there, and it was as horrific as I thought it would be.
She wasn't the only one. Look at SOT 35, CNN's Abby Phillip.
But he utilized almost like these game show type moments where you're seeing awards being presented to really bring these moments of togetherness that otherwise might not have been there.
Game show. Her. I'm sorry, that enrages me. No.
Every Democrat strategy in America should be very concerned after Trump's State of the Union address. The Democrat who refused to stand or clap for the most obvious things did more damage to their brand than Trump or any political ad ever could. This is something these people need to realize. Even their base is furious because when you look at dancing videos like this, it just shows these people are not serious.
Democrats are just so disgusting. And the only person who's more disgusting than one of the Democrats who sat on last night during the State of the Union are the Democrats who vote for those people so this way they can be there.
Was seated.
We just saw the president obviously shake the Chief Justice's hand. There's Justice Elena Kagan, Brett Kavanaugh, Amy Coney Barrett. Of course, he chose Amy Coney Barrett for the bench. She was one of the justices who did not vote in his favor and did not shake her hand there, ruled against.
All right, these little drama queens. Here's the video. He shook everyone's hand. Everyone. There's the Chief Justice. He did shake Elena Kagan. Here goes Brett Kavanaugh. And there's Amy Coney Barrett. All of them got their hands shaken to the point where they had to come back on the air and say this in SOT 33.
But we should point out as he walks in, he's pretty close to the justices again as he comes down on the floor, that he did shake their hands there this evening. There were a couple of shots that they showed, one of them making it very clear, including Amy Coney Barrett, who did not rule in his favor on the tariffs, though he did appoint her to the court.
Oh, they thought they had such a juicy moment. The president snubbing his own appointee. No, that's not what happened at all.
To get here and to press this country to the border. I stuck at the border. Go Trump! Go Trump!
I don't know why these people will always do this. I don't know. Can I say every single time, copy one? Democrats decided to organize their anti-Trump State of the Union. At some point, I don't know, people did not even show up.
Democrats to stand for the slain passenger in North. Our first priority is Americans rather than illegal on either of those two. I think they took his bait and they made the mistake, and that is a fundamental problem.
Trump always has a way, to take these people unaware. This was a simple trick. If Democrats stood up for this, it could have been very clear. I don't want to talk much. I think I'm going to end here. I want to appreciate people's support and share out the videos. God bless you abundantly. As of the short clips I'm about to play, that is for the white algorithm. You can always skip.
That can take away from the joyous moment as all Americans. And why are they putting a medal?
Oh, he's already under scrutiny for 1,000 reasons. Because Patel posted this on X.
People on the left are absolutely losing their minds.
Because now it's our job.
I get suspicious when anybody, whether it's
no one should be above scrutiny.
I think that Whoopi Goldberg, you might want to think.
Isn't their whole testimony?
Don't use it as a
person's home. It's very easy to understand.
When I look at that video, I don't see both sides in a dogmatic.
The Golden Globe for Best Editing goes to the Justice Department.
This is for her. This is for the people in the United States who are terrorized and scared today.
Yes. Of course, this is for the mother.
Babies are upstairs watching. Y'all better be on them damn phones and watching me.
Thank you, everyone. I'm a little in shock about that.
Maduro.
Let your hatred and
Sit this one out.
Well, these guys.
There you go.
$1,800.
Let's see if they get the.
Well,
I want to see them get it.
They stuck to
This country's in such emotional turmoil.
And Republicans on both sides.
So amazing. And wasn't it so great?
The fallout continues over,